next talk is going to be Michael Rosenberg on the impossibility of enforcing on-time title submission.
Thank you. Thank you. Of course, this is not the actual title of my talk. I actually did miss the title submission. It is on the U.S. science funding crisis. So, for context, in the U.S., science is being drastically cut. The NSF has had layoffs, they have stopped paying out grants, and there are proposed budget cuts that are massive. Concretely, this is affecting professors' ability to hire postdocs and grad students. And when I look around, I do see colleagues who are struggling to find jobs on the academic job market just because there's a lot fewer spots. I see these colleagues taking jobs that frankly they don't want because they need the security, especially it compounds with their visa situation. What I don't see when I look around is anybody with any good ideas. I've got some good ideas. And I'll note this is a serious talk. So my first thought, to me, is obvious. The One Big Beautiful Bill passed. They had no tax on tips. This is a very natural application. I am like half convinced that they made it just for us. This has a lot of upsides as well. So first off, grad students are just going to be more grateful for the money in their pocket. Secondly, with the amount of money they're making, it's frankly more honest to call it a tip. Of course, the downside is that this is limited to $25,000 a year, after which it is taxed as normal income. But again, on the upside, that's more than enough. So this decreases your tax burden, but what about not incurring the tax burden in the first place? Right? So another option is don't work as much. This means cutting the amount of hours from a grad student's normal contract, which is usually half-time, to quarter time. And what I'll argue is that this will not affect research output. And just bear with me on this. So, it will soon be illegal to publish in the IACR if you receive public funding. RFK has already said that he wants people who receive funding from public funding agencies to publish in American federal journals. There's no reason to believe that there won't be American federal cryptographic journal. There's no shot that those journals are any good. We will be able to publish far worse papers in these journals. Now, this has some considerations. For example, what if the reviewers aren't as nice as they are in our community? And to that I say, in our community, we have treated the peer review process as adversarial since 1982. This is nothing new. You might ask, well, what if they use AI for their peer review process, where they would just hammer away and wear us down? And for that, we learned yesterday that security in ML is entirely heuristic most of the time, and there are attacks coming out constantly. Now, in the case that those attacks don't work, well, that would be publishable results. And furthermore, with all the extra time that your grad students are saving not working on papers, they can go and get real jobs. For example, road worker, vape quality assurance person, and ICE agents. Now, hear me out. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's stuck around for a reason, okay? So, the CFPB is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Okay, they're in charge of prosecuting people who do scams. Okay, since March of this year, they straight up don't exist anymore. Okay, the Hog Tua girl did a rug pull in December, and she's fine. Okay, so all I'm saying is we should consider doing pump and dumps, and I'll be honest, it's not easy. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about it, okay? It requires a lot of skills, okay? You have to automate complex processes, and run code through pipelines and APIs that requires learning all of these individual things. You You have to do LLM prompt engineering to create text online that has exactly the tone for exactly the forum that you're going through. And you also have to lie to people to gain their trust and get their money. This is all difficult. However, these are all skills that grad students already need. Okay. Now, you might ask, Michael, these are all great ideas. I love them. I want to do them. But what have you done yourself? Why should I take you seriously? Well, I have been working on in a personal project, a cloaking device of sorts. Just for context. So the government has been censoring and deleting certain keywords as they appear on web pages, on federal websites. If you go to the National Park Service and go to the Stonewall Monument, you will see that, so the Stonewall Monument, for context, is a monument outside of a bar in New York City where a police riot was instigated, and it was an important moment in the gay rights movement in the United States. Currently, if you go on the website, you will see that the word transgender has been removed from the site to the point of non-grammaticality. This person fought for gay and rights. This is also consistent across government, across science websites as well, also retracting papers from journals. Okay. Besides the fucked upness of all of this, I think we can use this to our advantage a little bit. What if we sprinkled some of these keywords around some of the things in our life? So bear with me. You're a cop. You're sitting on I-95. You see me flashing by, going 80 on a 60. Sirens on. You pull out. You chase me, and you're chasing me. I mean, I'm going. It takes a while for me to pull over. Eventually, I pull over. You come around. Knock on the window. I roll down the window. Alcohol wafts out of my mouth. Okay, I'm guilty, right? License and registration. You look over, beers in my front and back seat every trip. Okay? I hand over the license. You hold it up. It glints in the light. You read off the name, and instead of Michael Rosenberg, it says, Michael Feminism Climate Crisis. Your head would explode. You wouldn't know what to do, and more importantly, your computer hooked up to federal databases wouldn't know what to do. Now, I'm not sure why this is useful for funding necessarily, but I think it's fucking cool, and I think we can make it happen. So that's my time. I am looking for students, actually, so please talk to me. Oh, thank you so much. I think I got some funding, so thank you. Yeah, talk to me after my talk. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As the majority owner of a heavily regulated finance company, let me say I did not read those slides, and I do not endorse half of that, and I won't say which half. All right, so next